For most of our lives, we take so much responsibility for our own success and even failures, forgetting that we are guided by our soul, forgetting that we are a soul in human experience, forgetting that listening to our soul's voice, we will be guided to our life's purpose. If we are connected to the whispers and guidance of our soul, we can co-create our second stage to live a life with purpose. Welcome to Her Second Stage, the podcast dedicated to inspiring successful women in the next stage of their lives. I'm Hilda, and I'm excited to share the lessons I've learned as I transitioned into my second stage. Join me on this exciting journey of sisterhood and remembering who we are at our core. Remember, no matter where you've been, the best is yet to come. Just a reminder of our inner team, and the soul is part of the team of soul, heart, body, and mind. If you want an overview of the Inner Executive Council, listen to the episode Inner Wisdom. But just a quick reminder of the example we use throughout the series of these conversations. Our body is the vehicle, our mind is the navigation system, our heart's the steering wheel, and our soul is the driver. The car can go nowhere if it doesn't have all four aligned. Today, we are discussing the driver, our soul. Women who are redefining their lives on their terms, reconnecting with their true essence and discover deeper meaning beyond the stereotypical roles we've played, are true role models of what a purpose-driven life can look like. But I need to ask the question, if we allow ourselves to be honest, just how often do we actually stop and reconnect with our soul? We might know about soul and even believe that it's there, but are we tapping into the wisdom intentionally? We live such busy lives and so driven by our success. And as we reach this phase of life, we might start a feeling of a gentle nudge or maybe even a strong tug that there's something wrong, something meaningful waiting within. The problem is we don't always slow down enough to listen, and we just keep on recreating the same. As we grew up and as a life in business, we used to lean on our minds, our logic and our plans, but not the soul, that deeper voice, the whisper, that wisdom that doesn't shout. We can't even hear it because our minds have taken over and are way too busy and chattery. So let's explore today how we can intentionally open up this part of ourselves to create a beautiful partnership between our soul, the mind, and the heart and the body. This is the essence of a purpose-driven life. Let's just explore the teamwork between soul, body, heart, and mind. Each of these parts has its own language, its own way of contributing to our well-being. The mind is sharp, logical, focused on problem solving. The heart's where I feel, connect, love, experience compassion, passion, and pleasure. Our bodies are sacred vessel. It moves us through the world, carries our experience, and keeps us grounded. The soul is that deeper knowing, the place where true purpose resides. When we ignore it, we might feel a sense of emptiness or confusion, even if everything else seems to be in order. That's because the soul's wisdom is always pointing us towards the highest good, urging us to live authentically and with purpose. Think of times when everything felt in harmony and flow. Maybe it was a moment of peace, a breakthrough, or a creative spark. It's when the soul, mind, and heart, body work in unison. When we live from this place, life just doesn't feel good. It just feels right. And good things just seem to happen. If this is so obvious for life success, why don't connecting with our soul becomes a regular habit for us? I can just hear you say, it sounds wonderful, Hilda. In reality, I'm just juggling too much here. Too many responsibilities, my family, my career, business, and now's just not the time to check in with my soul. And I get it. Life gets so busy. Tuning into our soul might seem like a luxury, even a little bit out of reach. For many of us, it's simply a habit to prioritize productivity and outward success, leaving the inner world on the back burner. But here's the truth. When we take even small moments to connect with our soul, the other parts of life align with more ease. We feel more peace, clarity, and confidence in the direction we're heading. We don't feel as swayed by every new challenge or change. This isn't about ignoring the mind, heart, and body. It's about inviting the soul to work alongside them as an equal partner. So how do we do this? Let's create moments to connect with our soul's wisdom. Let's talk about a few practical steps you can start incorporating today. You need to make time for silence and solitude. The soul's voice is subtle, and we often need to be quiet to hear it. Set aside a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes each morning or evening, to just sit by yourself. Breathe, let go of thoughts, and allow whatever comes up to simply be. It's these quiet spaces that the soul's guidance often appears. But if your mind is too busy, it can muffle out the sound of your soul. So as you sit in silence, let your mind be busy. Let it keep on with the chatter. Eventually it will run out of steam. Just sit with it and be still. Asking yourself intentional questions like, what does my soul want me to know right now? What do I need to focus on for my highest good? Write down any impressions, emotions, feelings, or thoughts that comes up without any judgment. Sometimes the answers will come in words, other times as feelings, or maybe visions or images. As we discussed before, our body is the soul's vehicle. It's a sacred vessel that carries the soul through every life experience. Our body is the home that brings together our spiritual being, our emotional health, and our physical well-being. Our body experiences our world through senses, sensations, and it's through our body that our soul communicates with us. The body-soul connection is a profound relationship that goes beyond physicality and taps into our deepest purpose, our true essence, and our spiritual path. When we honor our bodies as homes for our souls, we create a life rooted in meaning, connection, and inner peace. Believe it or not, our bodies are deeply connected to our soul. Gentle movements like yoga, or even just simply walking in nature, can help us reconnect with the body and open ourselves up to soul's guidance. As we ground in these practices of silence and solitude, we can create space for our soul connection. The soul and heart share a unique, almost mystical relationship. The soul's wisdom often reaches us through the heart. We might be feeling a pull in our chest or a sense of warmth, or when something just resonates and feels right. This is why our heart can feel so stirred by moments of purpose or deep connection. It's the soul reminding us of what is meaningful to us. When the heart and soul are aligned, we find ourselves feeling at home within ourselves. We're able to live with both purpose and passion, as the soul provides the why and the heart provides the how. For example, the soul might recognize that our purpose is to help others, and the heart drives us to do so with kindness, empathy, and connection. When we're disconnected from our soul or ignore the heart, we often feel incomplete. If we follow only our heart without tapping into our soul's wisdom, we might chase passions that doesn't sustain us in the long run. Likewise, if we tune into our soul but disconnect from our heart, we might find ourselves understanding our purpose but feeling unfulfilled. To strengthen this bond, it's essential to create moments of stillness and openness. Listening to the soul often requires quiet introspection. Meditation and journaling are great examples. And for the heart, it's about opening up to feel fully, whether through relationships, creativity, and simply allowing ourselves to experience life's range of emotions without judgment. By constantly tuning into both heart and soul, we create a rich inner harmony. We are able to live from a place where purpose meets passion, where wisdom aligns with compassion, and where our lives become an authentic expression of who we are at our core. Our soul-heart connection ultimately empowers us to move through life with grace, resilience, and deep sense of fulfillment. Take moments in your day to drop out of your head into your heart. Place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and take a few breaths in. Imagine your soul's energy emerging through your heart. This is often where our deepest passions and callings are felt. While the soul and heart works together to create a life of passion and connection, the soul and mind relationship brings clarity, focus, and direction of our path. The mind is a powerful tool responsible for analyzing, organizing, planning, while the soul served as a guiding force, holding our purpose and ultimate truth. When the soul and mind are in harmony, we gain the clarity and insight needed to make decisions aligned with our authentic selves, balancing intuition and intellect. Cultivating a balanced and harmonious relationship between soul and mind requires practicing mindful and cultivating self-awareness. And here's a few ways. Set aside time to listen to your soul's wisdom through meditation, journaling, or simply quiet reflection. Notice any recurring desire, dreams, or nudges that your soul may be sending. Acknowledging them, even if they don't fully align with your mind's logic at first. Recognize that your mind's doubts and fears are part of its role to keep you safe. Instead of resisting and ignoring them, approach them with curiosity. Ask yourself, what is my mind trying to protect me from? This approach creates understanding rather than judgment and conflict. When you feel there's a clash between your soul's calling and your mind's objections, imagine having a conversation with these parts of yourself. Let your soul express the purpose and let the mind's voice its concern. Then envisioning a compromise where both sides can feel heard, for example by taking small calculated steps towards a soul-aligned goal rather than diving in head first. And also taking in consideration that our thoughts are based on past experiences, and our beliefs will make sure that we keep on repeating these experiences. In order to listen to our soul and embark on our soul's path, we might have to look at our belief systems. Our mind often needs reassurance, especially when stepping into new territory. Embracing the journey as a collaboration, let the soul lead with the heart passion, while the mind provides structure and keeping you grounded. Once we begin to integrate soul wisdom into our lives, we start living more purposefully. Purpose isn't always a grand mission. Sometimes it's as simple as showing up in every moment authentically. As we listen more to our soul's guidance, we align with the things that are deeply meaningful to us. We become more present for our families, more connected to our work, and more passionate about the legacy we are building. When we live from a place of soul alignment, every part of our life begins to reflect that intention. Our relationships, our work, and our health. And the beautiful thing is that this alignment naturally radiates to others, creating a ripple effect. You inspire your children, friends, and those around you to also live more purposefully too. So here's my invitation to you. Take some time today and every day, just a few minutes, to connect with your soul. Start small with silence, reflection, and even a heartfelt question. Allow yourself to be curious and open. You may be surprised by the wisdom waiting to emerge. Remember, we're not here to live by autopilot or by society's expectations. We're here to live fully, vibrantly, and purposefully. By connecting with our soul, we're reminded that there's always more to experience, more to give, and more to become. And that's the essence of Reignite with your inner self. I hope this episode gave you inspiration and provide you with practical ways to tap into your soul's wisdom and step into your purpose-driven second stage. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share. Follow me on social media and visit hersecondstage.com for more information and tools. Join me to create a movement of women living fully, leaving behind a legacy that reflects the beauty and strength of who we truly are.